And you were among the governors who met with Biden at the White House in the wake of all of this. Now, is the Joe Biden you met with the same Joe Biden on that debate stage? Tell us.
No, he's the Joe Biden we've all seen working his tail off for decades to serve the public. He is, I think he had an opportunity to get a little bit of rest, and I mean, he's back at it. You can see he's keeping up a very aggressive schedule. He's going to be in Michigan later this week. He has been doing rallies. I mean, he is absolutely the same Joe Biden we all have known. I think we all have our bad moments, and certainly he's the first to admit that that was not the best performance at the debate, but nonetheless, he has been doing this job, and he's showing up with receipts for the American public. He has delivered more for our country, more for the average person who's just trying to get ahead than presidents we've seen in a long time.
But he has to show the country, not just the Democrats and the party. He has to show America.
Right. And he's with NATO this week. He's got, all these different events that are happening. So we're seeing he's keeping up a heck of a schedule. He went to Europe back and forth twice in 1 week. I'm 52, and I need that change book you got there. But
you shall have it.
That's a brutal schedule. He's keeping it up. So I think that, we're going to see him have this incredible rigor to his schedule, and he's going to show up, and he's going to talk about what he's done and what the future looks like. And I think that's what Americans.
So reproductive freedom, let's talk about that. It's on the ballot this year. And you write in your book about your personal connection to this fight. I was very sorry to hear that you were a victim of sexual assault yourself, and you decided to go public with it. Where do you see this issue going next? Do you buy that Trump and the Republicans are backing off of stances like a federal ban? He says, because he knows that's not a winning item. I'm not surprised. Tell us what you think.
Well, listen, Donald Trump's had at least 24 positions when it comes to a woman's ability to make her own decisions about her life and her health. You cannot trust anything he says on this front. He'll go out and take credit for the Dobbs decision and upending of Roe v. Wade and women struggling just to get the care they need, survive a pregnancy or a desperately wanted pregnancy that isn't going to come to term. You've seen that it's his appointees that created this mess for women in America right now, and yet he tries to soften it. There's only one candidate on this ballot who is absolutely committed to restoring a woman's ability to have reproductive freedom, and that's Joe Biden. And that's why we can't forget and lose sight of this.
There's a chorus of Democrats, and actually 69% of voters have expressed that they think the president should step aside over concerns around his age and his mental acuity. He said to ABC's George Stephanopoulos, only the Lord Almighty can convince him to drop out of the race. With the stakes as high as Democrats have presented them, threats to democracy, the war in Ukraine, the future of our institutions, do you believe Biden's doing enough to alleviate those concerns? And is he the best candidate to beat Donald Trump?
I think so, yes, and that's why I'm a co-chair of the Biden-Harris re-election campaign. It's why, as I navigate Michigan, which is the swingiest of swing states, through all of the incredible challenges that we have leading into this election, I take very seriously the importance of showing up, meeting people where they are, listening, and saying, what can we do that'll make your life better? Whether it's bringing down the cost of insulin, or it is onshoring supply chains in the wake of the pandemic, whether it is helping people get back to work and keep more money in their pockets. That's what the Biden-Harris administration has done. He's got an incredibly capable vice president by his side, and we are electing them as a team, and I'm excited about it.
So you mentioned the vice president. You've been clear you would not want to replace Joe Biden were he to step aside. Do you think if he were, should it be Vice President Harris that replaces him?
She's vice president for a reason. And so I think that would be the natural conclusion, and I would be eager to support her as well.
Yeah.
And looking at the governor of Michigan, that's Rachel Whiteman, talking about how she visited the women in the View, and we all know she's a Democrat. So they asked her many questions. Different of they had an interview with her, so they asked her that how does she think about the media and everyone after the debate? People have been doubting if President Biden can rule again. If President Biden is fit connectively to rule, or if he's physically, because the way he performed on that debate was not called for. What does she think about that? She came out and gave her own part of the views, what everyone wanted to hear. She went ahead and said that you cannot just judge him because of the way he behaved during that debate. He was sick and actually he was not fit at that time. That she herself have a personal relationship with Biden, and they spend the whole day. And if you look at him, he's somebody who is fit connectively, and there is no doubt he has no Parkinson's disease. As people are saying it, he's somebody who is going to rule very well, and there is no doubt about that. And they cannot just assume. He has shown receipt of what he can do. We have seen the economic have grown more better. We have seen the situation of the country, the way President Donald Trump allowed the country. But he came now and did a more better job. So they cannot just minimize him and put him at the back because of that. People should not be discouraged. People should go ahead and make him their number one, because no one is going to regret if they put President Biden again. President Biden is more better than President Donald Trump. So she was being asked about the question again, what more, the sexuality, what do you think? Because the women right and everything, the way President Donald Trump is trying to see women right. She has been victim of sexual assault, so she could narrate on that. She talked about Tommy's Danny. Everybody are now on what Stormy Daniel went through. The other women who came and accused the president of that assault. So actually, she said that as a victim of that, she's a big supporter that you cannot take away women's rights. Women own their own body. You cannot decide what will be done on the woman's body. We decide they will be pregnant, they should not be pregnant, they should take fertility pills, they should not take fertility pills, they should commit abortion, they should not commit abortion. Women have every right of their own body. So you cannot come and making right over a woman's body, on a woman's, so that's on a woman's decision on somebody's body. So she said that women should know better. That's why they have to rush and vote President Biden, because putting someone like President Donald Trump is very at risk for the whole country and for women especially. So she's a strong supporter that there is no other person who can rule much better more than President Biden. President Biden is the best president who have been ruling for the past 4 years, and everyone have seen that he is doing a great job. Why coming because of a live debate and he made a mistake and everyone just jumped on him? That is not fair. So everyone, all they want is result and support. Not someone like the President Donald Trump who jump at every given scenario. So what do you think about all this? Let me see your own opinion in the comment section. What do you think about all this? Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please help subscribe and help share the video. God bless you. Sharing this video and liking the video is going to help more visibility for YouTube, which is going to encourage us to keep giving out more news every day. God bless you.